What's going on, Madden World? Welcome once again to Coach Sweat's Corner Blitz, the ASFL edition. I'm your host, Coach Sweat. We are getting the ASFL started very soon. Of course, we're just waiting on a few things to take place on EA's side of the ball. Basically just waiting on some updates as far as the CFM patch and roster updates as well, too, which is actually rumored at this time to be September 9th, but we'll see what happens. We don't know if it's going to happen right away just yet, but we'll see what basically happens, everybody. But I want to welcome everybody to the show. Welcome as well to my YouTube channel. I am quite new to YouTube. I do a lot of podcasting but I am quite new to YouTube, and I appreciate everybody that's checking out the YouTube channel. This is a lot of fun. Doing shows like this is a lot of fun for me. For those that are in the ASFL and NSFL for Sports Gamers Online Leagues, they will know what this is all about, because throughout the season I'll be doing some shows here and there. I won't be doing shows every single week, but I will be doing, probably every couple weeks I'll be doing shows and, getting things in order and keeping everybody posted as far as what's going on in the league and, who's the hot guys, who's the not so hot guys, who's doing work, who's not doing work. And listen, I'm going to call you out. And if you prove me wrong, hey, I'll be the first one to get on air and admit completely that I am dead wrong. But if I'm not wrong, hey, it is what it is. All right, so I'm a very brutal person, brutally honest person. So just bear with me, guys. You know what I mean? I hope you guys like brutal honesty, because that's just how I am. I'm like that even with myself, because I am not the best Madden player anymore. I used to be very decent. I am not the best Madden player anymore, but I enjoy Madden. I play Madden on the regular, and I will compete. That's the best I could say at this point. But anyway, again, this is the ASL version of the of Coach Sweat's Corner Blitz, and we're basically going to go over a couple things today. I'm hoping this won't be too long of a show or whatever, but we're basically, for the most part, going to go over all the breakdowns for, between the AFC and the NFC divisions and who we think is going to win in each division. And also going to go over just a couple rules and regulations and a couple new rule changes that we're going to have in Madden 16 due to some of the things going on with some of the new features. So let's get right to it, guys. Pretty much, we're going to go over these divisions first off, okay? We're going to start off with the AFC East, okay? We got, first and foremost, let me say that I'm a co-commish in the ASFL, and the actual commissioner of the ASFL is a guy by the name of Colo. He is actually the owner of the New York Jets in the division. In the league. And I will tell you guys firsthand, for anybody that's not been a part of SGO leagues or any leagues that I've been in as well too. And again, I'm just a co-commish, and Colo is a commish, okay? For the most part, we're not going to take any crap from anyone whatsoever. We understand as commissioners that we cannot, make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, things have to be done in a certain way, and we are going to abide by that certain way. If you don't like it, we do have waiting lists for people to get into the ASFL, and we will gladly replace you and if we have to, okay? But if you just follow the rules that are in the ASFL, listen, this could be a very, very, very great league. Okay, as long as everybody follows the rules, pays attention to everything that they're doing, and just doesn't break rules or anything, we'll be okay. Everything will be golden as far as this league is concerned. All right, so enough about that. Let's get right into it. AFC East, let's break it down. Again, as I told y'all earlier, Colo has the New York Jets. Okay, the Outcast 2011 has the Buffalo Bills. Tuba has the New England Patriots, and Polo 78 has the Miami Dolphins. All I could do right now is I have to go by what I see. I haven't seen anything from the Outcast, Tuba, or Polo. So at this time right now, I got to go with the Jets and Colo. I've seen Colo play a little bit. He's pretty decent at the game, and he's very confident in his game right now as well, too. He really thinks that He's getting really good at the game. But, of course, a lot of people do think they're great at the game until they start actually getting into competition and playing other competition. So, anybody can be confident at this day and age right now, because we haven't played everybody in the league yet. So it's going to be very difficult to kind of find out who's going to win what. But like I said, at the end of the day, right now, just going by what I see so far, Colo is probably going to end up winning this particular division. If you have Tom Brady and the Patriots in this game, and being of a pass-happy game this is, and now with the addition to Reggie Wayne being able to, pretty much get up there and probably catch a lot of high balls and things of that sort, listen, this is going to be a very tough team to defeat. But again, Brandon Marshall on the Jets. Then you have Mr. Brokejaw, as your quarterback. Geno Smith, and he, as much as, in real life, he's not the best, but he's okay. But anyway, in the game of Madden, he's the perfect Madden quarterback. So with that being said, I see Colo going to taking his division and taking his team to the playoffs. AFC North, MVP Ethan with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Alex Fresh with the Bengals. I can't even pronounce this guy's name. Lexivo Chateau or whatever with the Cleveland Browns, and Stan Johnson with the Baltimore Ravens. All right. In this particular division, and I've seen Ethan play. Ethan is solid. He's a solid Madden player. I'm going to go between the Ravens and the Steelers in this one. And I'm probably going to go ahead and take the Steelers in this division to win this division. Probably not by a landslide, all right? Because the Ravens are very tough in this game this year. They're a tough team in this game this year. But I do see MVP Ethan doing work with his Steelers. He's a Steelers fan as well, too. And I see him doing major work in the game, and he will probably end up taking this division in the AFC North. All right, AFC West. All new guys that I have not seen. All right, Kansas City Chiefs, Red Hot Sox, Oakland Raiders with Jay Total, San Diego Chargers, Lewis, and D. Kelton with the Broncos. I've heard of D. Kelton before. I think he's been in a couple leagues that I've been in before, in the SGL leagues. I haven't heard him do too much work in this league, though. Now, he does have the Broncos, but the perfect Madden team in this game is the Oakland Raiders. So in this particular division, I'm gonna go ahead and take Jay Total in this division. Again, the Raiders are a Madden team. Every single year, the Raiders are an explosive team in the game of Madden. If you know how to play with that team, you can dominate. Okay, my man, and shout out to the Natural, the owner of SGO. He actually is, in the previous league that we had in Madden 15, the last league that we ran, where I was a commissioner, we ran a league called the Gridiron Greats. And he actually made it to the Super Bowl. He lost in the Super Bowl, but he only lost, I believe, was 2 games the Natural did with the Raiders. And, the Raiders are always, they're not that team that, are hot on the totem pole to get picked. But in the game of Madden, people have to really understand the importance of speed and the importance of size in this game. And the Raiders had all of that. They had a very decent quarterback in Carr, and then the receivers are fantastic. And this year is even better. Now you have Amari Cooper, a big receiver. So with that being said, I see Jay Tothel taking this division and winning the AFC West. In the AFC South now, this is another. I've seen one person in here, and that was Viper with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tennessee Titans, Nobody's Epic is covering the Tennessee Titans. IRDM is covering the Indianapolis Colts, and the Cuban Diaz is covering the Houston Texans. This is a tough division to talk about because I don't know who's going to win this division, but if I take a wild guess, just because of the weapons that are on the team, I would have to go with the Tennessee Titans and nobody's epic. I would have to go with him. Marcus Mariota, fastest. He's the new Mike Vick, pretty much. Fastest quarterback in the game. So he's going to be able to, have a great pocket presence in the game. He's got a couple big receivers, big tight end, great, decent running back. The defense is a little suspect, with the exception of, Brian Orakpo and the linebackers. But other than that, if he could put points up offensively, which the Titans I've seen numerous times, and they can do it, nobody's ever could take this division. I'm going to give a very close second going to Viper with the Jaguars, because the Jaguars are a solid squad, okay? And Thomas is a problem in this game, especially with this, aggressive catch thing going on right now. They're probably going to tone it down, hopefully. But if they don't tone it down, that aggressive catch is going to be a problem with Julius Thomas. All right. Cuban Diaz, I've heard of him playing some games. It's just some offline, not offline games, but out of league games, and I think he streamed a couple as well too, and he's a pretty decent player as well. And the Texans, are a solid team as well. So he does have opportunity, and I could call him a sleeper, but I'm gonna call IRDM the major sleeper in this division, only because it's the Colts. The Colts have nothing but weapons. They have a running game, they have a passing attack, they have everything you need to win in the game of Madden. All right, so I'm gonna go with the Colts being the actual sleeper in this division, but I think nobody's epic is gonna take this division. All right, so that's going to do it right there for the AFC side of the ball. Now, going to the NFC side, we got the Eagles with Big Goog. We got myself, Wesley Snipes, covering the New York Giants, AJ Valentine covering the Washington Redskins, and Drama Man and his Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be a tough division because they have, with the exception of the Redskins, we have big receivers in this division, huge receivers in this division. Goog has, and a lot of people don't realize how good this guy is, and I've played him numerous times. Goog is great. He's a great Madden player. He knows how to adapt to certain play styles and things of that sort, and he's rocking with the Eagles. And the Eagles are very solid defensively in this game this year as well. So with that being said, in this particular division, even though I'm in the division, and I got a lot of things on my plate and everything as well, again, not taking any excuses, because hey, look, if I win, I win. I lose, I lose. If I get my behind whooped, and hey, I get my ass whooped. Simple as that. All right. But in this particular division, I've seen Drama Man play before. I've never seen AJ Valentine play, and the Redskins are not as tough Madden wise, but again, putting RG3 back there, that again is going to give you an edge and can possibly put you over that edge because the running game is going to be efficient. All right, but I would have to pick in between, in all honesty, I would have to pick in between Big Goog and his Eagles and Drama Man and the Cowboys. These are two very tough teams in this division. It's going to be tough for myself and for AJ Valentine to win games in this division. But I'm going to go out on a limb and go ahead and take Big Goog in this division. Again, the Eagles are very tough, and Big Goog is a very, very solid player, and he's one of those players that adapts to the competition. If the competition is there, he's going to adapt to it, and he's going to put work in with these teams. And on top of that, it's his squad. So with that being said, I'm going to take Big Goog in this division to win this division, not by much, okay? This is going to be a very hard-fought division, and really, anybody can win this division, okay? Anybody. But I'll go ahead and I'll take Big Goog to win the NFC East. All right, the NFC North, we got Mike Vick and the Chicago Bears, Sprint 42 and his Green Bay Packers, Sid Sidney and the Detroit Lions, and Texas Riddler with the Minnesota Vikings. In this division, no question to me, I got to go with the better squad. I got to go with Sprint 42 right now with these Packers. Aaron Rodgers is the best QB in the game. He's all about the best, probably the most accurate, and has a motor on him as far as wheels. Listen, he is the all-around perfect player for Madden. And then on top of that, when you're dealing with Lacey's a beast running the ball, and then having Cobb and Jordy Nelson, as receivers. I mean, this is an unstoppable squad if he knows what he's doing with this team. And if he knows what he's doing, he could take this division, on by a tremendous amount of games. Okay, he could win this thing by 4 or 5 games easy. You know what I mean? And end up going undefeated in this particular division. Mike Vick for life is a decent player. Never seen Sid Sidney or Texas Riddler. But again, Mike Vick for life is a decent player. And he can do some things. But again, Sprint 42, I think he'll take this division with the Green Bay Packers in the NFC North. Now we're talking about the NFC South. KJR and the Atlanta Falcons. CTK taking on with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Korea 11 taking on the New Orleans Saints, and Malibu Maha with the Panthers. Malibu is tough, and he's got a massive quarterback in Cam Newton, Kelvin Benjamin, humongous receiver. Right now, even though, and this is another division with huge receivers. Another division. You got the Falcons with Julio Jones. You got the Tampa Bay Bucks with 2 tall-ass receivers in Mike Evans and Vincent Jackson. And then Carolina with Kelvin Benjamin. So the Saints, they have some speed. They have some speed at the wideout, but not much, height at the wideout anymore. Simply because Graham is gone. Okay, so with that being said, in this division, I'm going to go ahead and take Malibu in this division. Solid defense with the Panthers. Offense is going to be top-notch because of Cam Newton. And if he could put some things together and get a couple little pieces, whether it be free agency or trades or whatever, as long as trades go through and everything. If he could put some things together, he's got a playoff team here, and he can actually go pretty far with the Panthers. I've seen some work being done with these Panthers online this year in this Madden 16. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Carolina Panthers and Malibu Maha to win the NFC South. And then finally, we got the NFC West. We got the Marvelous One taking on his Rams, Sire taking the Seahawks, Wes Olowski, or whatever the heck his name is, taking on the Niners, and Deuce taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Very tough division. You can't go wrong with the Seahawks. You definitely can't. The Niners are going to be tough as well, and so are the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to be very solid defensively, especially. I can't get past the Seahawks at this time right now. The Seahawks are just so tough, and you cannot throw it to Richard Sherman's side. You just can't do it in this game. You throw it to Richard Sherman's side, he can man you up all game, and you throw it to his side, he's going to get you for the most part. So I got to go in this particular division with the Seahawks simply because of the defense. I mean, damn, they have Jimmy Graham, and they have Russell Wilson, and they have Marshawn Lynch. They have 3 solid players in Madden, and they are going to be abused in Madden. And I'm not just talking about this league. I'm talking about in general, period. They are going to be abused. So I have to take Sire right now currently in this division to win the NFC West, take his team to the playoffs, and possibly do major work with the Seahawks. If he can't do work with the Seahawks, I don't know what to tell him. But, if you have the Seahawks, you got to put in work with these Seahawks. You have to do it. So you got to win this division, Sire. The ball's in your court, bro. You have to win this division. You really do. All right? So that's going to do it for the division breakdowns. I'll give you my take. Let me know, guys, in the comments below what your takes are as far as division winners in this league. Yours could definitely be different. But again, let me know in the comments below what you think, who you think are going to win these divisions. In the next segment that we basically talk about, we're going to go over some of the rules and everything going on in the league, in the ASFL. And these rules are actually universal for the ASFL and NSFL. So make sure you stay tuned to that as well. But again, this is your man, Coach Sweat. This is just a small dose on what we are really going to have going on for SportsGamersOnline.com leagues. Make sure if you have not joined up with Sports Gamers Online yet, make sure you do so. That's www.sportsgamersonline.com for all your latest info on all sports games, including Madden, 2K, all of that. And on top of that, get a part of our forums, get interactive with our forums, and make sure that you check us out. Because again, we have tons of waiting lists for all these leagues, and we do have turnover in these leagues. People have things go on in their life where they can't no longer play in a league, or maybe they're in too many leagues and they have to leave a league. And then we may have an opening for you. And if we do, you can get into the league, have fun with us for the entire Madden season, and just do great things. So again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Again, this was a real quick show. I appreciate everybody checking me out here. And again, we will see you guys real soon for another show. Again, this is Coach Sweat's Corner Blitz show, the ASFL edition. I'm your man, Coach Sweat. Holla.